Welcome back to Nothing Yet Studios Throwback Thursdays with Colby. This is your host, Colby, and we are back with Dawn of War Soulstorm. After giving it some thought, I think I'm going to be releasing this game in a Thursday by Thursday weekly basis. I apologize if you just heard some R2-D2 sound. That was my phone because I forgot to turn my phone on silent, which happens from time to time. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue our game, and for some reason it keeps coming up with that stupid tutorial. Right after I recorded last week, my computer froze up, and I lost the progress, which luckily, in all honesty, I had done nothing, because I would have been pretty upset if I had done something and then lost it and had to restart on you guys. But we're going to go ahead and take Rocklaw Foothills. Here's what we have to worry. It's a strength 2, so that means when we attack them, they're going to be at strength 2. And then, sorry. Anyway, I was a little distracted. I just started staring in space for some unknown reason. The planetary requisition is how much it's going to add to our weekly, turn-based requisition, which means we'll go from 100 to 175. We'll also get the ability to hire or pay for a Fire Warrior Bodyguard, which will increase our effectiveness whenever we attack or defend. But we have to worry about this right here. The enemy commander is a skilled combatant. The enemy force likely consists of basic infantry, and the enemy has a single base. That's good. If it was strength like 5 or 6, I think they get a second base. And then if it gets to strength 9 or 10, they have like a third base, which makes things really crazy because it's like you versus 3 people. But luckily you can offset that with certain strengths. So let's go ahead and attack and see how this turns out for us. Alright, waiting for this loading screen to finish up. Alright, let's start the mission. Alright, so we want to act kind of quickly because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to send people over to attack us. So we're going to go ahead and pump out 2 stealth units and 1 earth cast builder. The earth cast builder is who builds things. I mean, it seems pretty, no-brainer, but we need him to build as many things as we can. We have stealth suits, which we're going to send up here to this, and then back here to this. And what they're going to do is capture strategic points. Strategic points give you requisition in-game. And you need this requisition in order to build units and buildings and things of that nature. So we're going to go ahead and send this Earthcast Builder here, so whenever he gets this requisition done, we can go ahead and build a listening post on it. Listening posts, they increase the requisition production rate, and then they hold the strategic point for you. So the enemy has to destroy the listening post in order to take that point from you. So we're going to go ahead and send these guys up here, and hopefully we will be able to build some infantry in a short amount of time before this guy comes out and starts punching us in the face. Because he's an orc, he has this teleporting big mech boss guy, and once he gets in close combat with my commander's pretty much going to die. It happened last time I played. I remember I remember very clearly losing my commander almost immediately as soon as the game started because he just sends his big mech directly down to attack me. So this guy's done with his power generators, and we're going to build a barracks. Here we go. It doesn't take very long. They start sending people to attack you. Orcs like to rush, and they rush with crappy infantry. But unfortunately, their crappy infantry are all close combat. And my guys are definitely not close combat. So we're going to send this guy back here and try to upgrade this to have a laser cannon. And we're gonna put a target acquired on him and drop a snare trap here, so that these guys move really slowly. And so my wife just said that she loved me with sign language. I love you too, babe. And so yeah, also if you heard some really weird roaring noise a second ago, that was the microwave, because she was warming up her coffee that she didn't finish while it was warm, which is, you know, just the way it is. So we have, well, as you see here, a dead scout. We're going to send this scout up here. These scout infantry are invisible to most people, but the big mech can see scout infantry, and now we have some fire warriors with their plasma rifles. So we should be able to do some pretty good damage to these guys. And see, they're running off. As you notice this weird red thing around them, you see this blue bar right here on this troop, or the numbers in blue. That's morale. Morale affect your troops' ability to fight by either lowering their defense or lowering their attack when they're in combat, or both. I think it does both all the time. So that's one of the things you want to make sure that you watch out for, is if your troops get their morale broken, then they're not going to be doing anything but dying. On the flip side, if you break your opponent's morale, it makes them a lot easier to kill, which is good, because, well, I mean, we're trying to kill the enemies, right? So let's go ahead and send this guy up here and go build a listening post up here so that people can't build up here. We're going to go ahead and expand this troop and send them after that one, and move these guys up to keep them from capturing too much. But realistically, they already have what they need as far as up here. So we'll probably end up fighting against some kind of listening post. Oh no, they don't even own this one yet, so we're gonna try and take this one so that they, well, won't have it. Take this guy and build a listening post here. Alright, that one's got a tower defense on it. Alright, come on down here, and we will put a tower on this as soon as we capture it. We need to capture this relic right here, because I don't think it's in here. No, it's not. It's in the Crute upgrade thing, which we'll go ahead and build another Earth cast. Alright, they are not happy about me winning that point, and they sent somebody down here to kill my builder because they also don't like me to have this point here. Like I said, this is how you get resources, and having the majority of the resources is a huge advantage. So luckily our guys are invisible and they get pretty much free shots against these guys, and if I can keep them chasing my my builder around, then they're not going to be able to defeat the let's move these guys out of the range of that, because I don't want them getting shot. They won't be able to focus their attention to destroy my listening post. You can put a listening post on a relic as well. Relics give you even more requisition than a regular strategic point, and these guys are about to come attack my dudes. So we're gonna go ahead and have them take this strategic point back from... Oh, they didn't take it. Oh, okay, cool. That must have been because they were frustrated. As you see, this ranged combat's really not doing very well for them, because my guys are just so much better at ranged combat than they are. And my guys aren't really good at close combat at all. But but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna send this guy back here and build a barracks in the vicinity of this listening post, because you can build buildings. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that and place it further back so it can be under the protection of this turret here. But when you build a listening post, oh, they're almost close. They're so close to getting that, and they got it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and retreat with these guys because we lost one unit, and we don't want to lose another unit. So when we move these guys back, they'll be being covered by this, and with this barracks here, I can just start producing dudes. So we'll go ahead and check back over here, just check on that, and make sure nobody's blown up any of our listening posts around here. Oh, here we go. They dropped their big mech back here. I'm going to go ahead and make this guy run up here and build me a listening post on this one while they're focused down here. And go ahead and build me some Crute Carnivore squads. And you need to be focusing on infantry, and they killed my commander. That's just how it goes. So we'll see what we can do. I think I have the advantage overall because I can produce units, and these are close combat units that I've produced here. They're not so bad in close combat. They'll do up to 33 to 45 damage, and they can really sock it to these Storm Boys here. So we'll produce them, and we'll go ahead and produce another fire team because we need to get our fire team up. These guys are getting murdered, so we're just going to move them out of line of sight of this big mech so that they can't be seen anymore. Alright, here we go. It looks like we're winning, and our Fire Warrior squad that we had earlier is not dead. We're going to have these guys eat. They're carnivores, which is pretty cool. They have this ability to eat the dead bodies in order to regain health. Come back here, that way you guys aren't getting murdered. And we'll go ahead and upgrade this to a bigger cannon. Man, they're just going at these guys, aren't they? Stay back here. We're going to put you on stand ground. You are also going to stand ground, and we're going to go ahead and put you over here just standing here. Alright. So. Alright, we're going to upgrade our pulse rifles to advanced pulse rifles because, for obvious reasons, pulse rifles are fantastic. And once we do that, we're going to go ahead and grab a Mont Ka thing here and upgrade. We're going to upgrade our requisition capabilities. Fire Warrior team needs to get out of there. They are not in any way meant to be fighting against a mech boss, like at all. They're supposed to be shooting at him from a long ways away. Alright. I'm wondering how these guys... Okay, I was going to say, I wonder why these guys are not invisible. But we're going to go ahead and move these guys up here. Move these guys over here, take our point back that they have taken from us. Now that these guys have good plasma rifles, they can actually do some damage. We'll go ahead and do our requisition one more time and upgrade our plasma generators so that we have a good amount coming in. And once we do that, I think we should be fine. They destroyed our Earth Cache, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. These guys, okay, I was going to say, these guys aren't moving, and I'm not quite sure why. Let me just shoot at these guys as much as possible. laying down that suppressive fire everywhere. Don't even have my commander on the field, and I'm doing pretty well right now. Let's see. Targeting optics. Oh man, that's insane. The targeting optics lets them shoot past where you can actually see, which is, I mean, there's a point to it. I'm not going to say it's pointless, because there is a point to it, but you have to have guys in combat for them to be able to see, for you to say, hey, shoot at this guy. So yeah, I'm going to build me another Earthcast real quick, because, well, just one isn't going to do it. Teachings of Mont Ka will allow us to do some pretty nifty stuff. So what I'm going to do is have this guy go ahead and build me another plasma generator here, and I'm going to send this guy up here so that he can build a listening post right here. And they've almost got this, and so they'll be able to turn around and take care of that guy, no problem. We'll see how this goes, because our guys are not doing very good against that big mech right there. So we want to get them out of combat with him and shooting at him. Our recruits are broken. Their morale is broken, but that is fine, because I'd rather them just get the crap kicked out of them, and the Fire Warrior squads just stand here like nothing's going on. Alright, we're building a listening post now for the relic. That way we don't have to worry about stuff. And we're going to build some battle suits. Once I get these battle suits up, they're really not going to have a chance to take any of this back. Oh wow, they ran a long ways up there. Let's bring these guys back, because while they can be covered by those guys, I'm not cool with them fighting against people they can't beat. Guys right there just flew into a crap storm. They didn't realize that was about to happen. They'd fly in to assault my long-range guys and get shot from 3 different directions. That's why I like the DoW. They're pretty cool. Alright, build some laser cannons on this, and I'm going to build my vehicle beacon right here. Vehicle beacon will make what are called hammerheads. By the way, here is my crisis battle suit, which will make very short work of everything. He does 225 to 270 damage against infantry. He's specialized against infantry. Flamethrowers, I can upgrade him to give him a flamethrower, which means that he breaks enemy morale faster, but I'd rather him just kill the enemies faster. I think that that's a little bit better option. And so we're just going to leave these guys standard. We're not going to upgrade any of their weapons, because as of right now, I don't really care about doing more damage to buildings or vehicles. My hammerheads will take care of buildings and vehicles, and they have these big plasma cannons anyway, which do a pretty good amount of damage to, you know, buildings and vehicles. And I'll go ahead and throw some broadside battle suits in there. They cost 3 requisition per, and I've only got 5 open, so I'm either going to have to delete one of my units, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Alright, let's see. Teachings of Mont Ka, I should have enough for that now. Teachings of Mont Ka. Once we have the Teachings of Mont Ka, oh, here we go. This thing right here is insane. He's good against vehicle and aircraft, and then if I tell him to entrench, he's going to sink in right here, and he's going to become even better against vehicles and aircraft. So if they bring any vehicles up here, he'll just tear them to pieces. I don't really see any point in taking any of these. Maybe some Devilfish troop carriers. Let's see. These are 3, so that means I can make 4 of them. I think you're maxed out at 2. That'll be 6. So that means I can make 2 of these. And let's see, 6, 10, 12, and then 2 more. Why not? Let's do some more Devilfish troop carriers. I'm going to put them back here for now. Alright, you guys are hurt, so I'm going to let you guys get some dinner. Or you guys, whatever. Have fun. Consume some of that there orc meat. Alright. Good. Cast is done. We're going to build another listening post right here. I probably actually have a big enough army right now to tear these guys a new one. But, I don't really... You know what, I'm going to go ahead and delete that squad, and that will make my last broadside. If you want to see what this broadside can do, it's pretty cool. He's about to start just pumping out fire. Oh, I think I saw a vehicle. Alright, we're going to put these fire warriors in this Devilfish troop carrier. Alright. Oh, they can carry 2 units. Alright. These guys can't go in a troop carrier. So we'll go over here and we'll stop this Devilfish from being produced. This Barracuda's pretty good. It's good against vehicles and aircraft, which means that it'll also be good against buildings. There's kind of like a combination of stuff there. Let's see here. Alright, if I build 2 hammerheads, that'll be 6, that'll put me at 12. If I went down by 1, deleting this Devilfish, which would kind of be pointless to have, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That'll leave me with 3 open, so that means that I can build a missile gunship. So why not? Let's build a missile gunship. Why not? Sounds good to me. And then we'll be ready to assault. I'm a really big supporter of the idea of completely overwhelming the enemy. Like, completely. I don't want them to have any opportunity to do anything at all. I want them to just die. I want to walk into their base and know that there's nothing they could ever do to stop me from winning. And so we're going to do that right now. Yeah, that'd be their commander dying in probably about 4 seconds from teleporting in. And I don't even have all of my fire squad. Oh, you guys have walked forward, which is not a brilliant idea. But we're going to go ahead and name these guys Control 1. These guys are going to be Control 2. And then these guys are all Control 3. Well, I mean, it pretty much looks like it's it. I mean, I don't see any way out of this for these guys. Alright, it's done. 3, 4, 4. Let's see. Alright, let's start moving forward here. Poor orc slugga boys. They don't stand a chance. There's a mech right there just Getting everything in the world that he doesn't want handed to him. We're going to go ahead and upgrade these guys to have missile pods, since I'm not just fighting infantry anymore. I want to blow up buildings quickly. So we're going to go ahead and drop in a missile pod on all these dudes. And yeah, that thing's very much dead. Alright. Their base is probably going to be back here like mine is, so let's go ahead and do it. Go after those guys. Y'all have fun. Hunting down the little Gretchen dudes. Alright, I need you to entrench. And I need you to come up here and entrench. And I need you to come up here. And I need you to jump back here. And we'll go ahead and have this dude entrench. And this dude will just drop his dudes right there. And that's death. And I think I just won our first battle, because once we destroy the HQ and the mech shop, they don't have really any way to do anything. So I'm just going to tell my dudes to go ahead and jump in right here and move this guy up. Yep, I annihilated the enemy there. Alright, well that would be a victory in Dawn of War Soulstorm. So, I got 2 war gear. War gear's a way to equip your commander with really good stuff. As you see right here, it says that if you get 1 conquest, you get a war gear. For 3-to-1 kill ratio, you get a war gear. The one that I think is the hardest are the defenses, because you don't always get attacked. Sometimes you get attacked, sometimes you don't. And then sometimes the 5,000 kills one's a little difficult overall, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then, you know, the 3 defeated enemies is pretty hardcore. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue here and pick out our stuff. Overall, I like my guy to be really good with not with close combat, with ranged combat. Because what I'll do is I'll use my my Kroots to soak up all the damage and let this guy just shoot people to death. So as you notice, my range damage is 110, 205, it's 275. So I just more than doubled my ranged combat in 1 round. My next one will probably be missile pods, because missile pods will allow me to be more effective against vehicles. So as of right now, I'm just really good at killing infantry, which is great because it'll help me out tremendously. So we're going to go ahead and continue and go into here. I'm going to go ahead and go to our menu and save. We're going to save this guy as O'Brien. With an O, not Brian, Brian, O'Brien. That sounds like a pretty montage style name, I guess. We're going to save and go to continue, and then we're going to wrap up after this. We're going to go ahead and take our new base, and we are going to reinforce our base with 4 power generators and 1 Tau barracks. That should give us a big enough boost at the beginning of the game that anything they send at us, we should be able to take if they attack us. Because right now the Orc boss is right here. Now he can assault the Space Marines or he can assault us. It's his decision, or he could even move just to reinforce one of his other places. But right now, what I think I want to do is try and plot out where I want to try and go and what I want to try and do. Alright, on our planet right now, we can get a Shaper, a Recruit Shaper, who is an Honor Guard unit. We can get, in a couple of turns, whichever way we go, a Veteran Stealth Team, which is a full unit of stealth guys, and they're much stronger than regular stealth people, so that's good. They also don't, because they're part of our Honor Guard, they do not count towards our population limit. And then here we can get a Vespid Elder Strain, which is a full unit of Vespid Sting Wings, which they're pretty good at tearing down buildings pretty quickly, and they can do some damage in close combat against infantry. So having some full units to start the game out with can really affect your game. Now if we look over here, which will take us a while to get to, I mean, we can start the game with missile gun ships and, let's see, ooh, a Crisis battleship or battlesuit, but it's a suit guard, so that makes it even more powerful than regular Crisis battlesuits. And I mean, we can even start with a really powerful broadside, a veteran broadside battlesuit, and oh man, there's all kinds of good stuff that we can start with. So I think for our expansion, what we might end up doing is we're probably going to take 2 first because it's weaker, and then we'll just take a couple of turns to just build up here, maybe get some defenses under our belt because he might attack us, and if he attacks us and gets us defenses, we'll upgrade our guy. Then when we get our resources together and we build the defenses up here, we're going to go down here to where this 5 is, and we'll get this this resource bonus, which begins your battle. You begin every battle with a small bonus to all resources, and every single one of these that we take all the way around is going to add up for us, which is a big bonus. Let's see, how many do we get? There's one here, and there is, well, that's it. There's only 2. So there you go. We have an opportunity to take something that's only 1 of 2. Unfortunately, though, we only get plus 25 requisition for that area, and then it's plus 75 here, and then plus 100 if we were to take Rockclaw Mountains, which is a strength 11. Also, something that you should know is, just like us, every other unique civilization gets their own special ability. Fast population growth. A wholesome environment and living conditions promote extra soldiers by recruiting, recovery, and other means. Garrison populations automatically increase every number of turns. Population will not exceed maximum possible. So that means that in every single one of my bases, my garrison populations automatically increase every number of turns. So every turn, I'm going to get a small amount of garrison in all my bases just for having control of this. So taking out the orcs early game could actually really give you a boost because you don't have to spend your requisition to increase your barracks here. If we look at the Blood Angels, they have a really cool one. It's called Deep Strike Squad. Advanced ground-to-orbit tracking apparatus allows special strike teams to be deployed anywhere before any battle. Purchase Deep Strike Squads from your stronghold. So from my stronghold, I can go in and I can pay to have Deep Strike Squads, which means that whenever I start the game, I start with people in a similar way to whenever you're defending with a garrison. Also, it says select to deploy them along with Honor Guard purchases. Deep Strike Squads return to your stronghold if you are victorious, otherwise they are lost. So it looks to me like even if they die in-game, you might get them back if you're victorious, which is good. That means that, you know, anything you pay for turns out to be good. We'll go ahead and look at all the rest of the special abilities, and then we'll get out of this, and I'll go ahead and stop recording number 2 of our second week. Let's see, forward bases. Oh man, this one's awesome. This one's awesome. It is so hard to beat the Sisters of Battle, but their ability is fantastic. Pretty much they allow you to pay for garrison buildings that you start the game with when you attack. That is awesome. So if you had Space Marines and Sisters of Battle, you could start with a full army and a full base when you assault somewhere. That's really, really good. Also, like it says, it allows you to circumvent certain tech requirements, which means that, just like with garrisoning, I can garrison a recruit. Let's see, what's it called? If I go to reinforce, garrison. This right here is a recruit shaping center. It builds special recruit units. With the Tau, you can go two ways. You can go the way of the recruit or the way of the hunter and the way of the technology. Those are the two teachings. We went technology whenever I played the last game, teachings of Mont Ka. But if you go the other way, you get like these cool recruit dudes riding these gorilla things with giant cannons on their back. And then you also get like recruit hounds, which are these dogs that are really fast and strong in melee combat. We also didn't take our special unit, which was the Crutox. It's this giant bird lizard thing. Really powerful, 20,000 health behemoth guy. Anyway, you have to have this right here, the Path to Enlightenment, before you can build this. But if I garrison this, I automatically start with it, which is pretty cool. So anyway, similar with this ability right here from the Sisters of Battle, I can skip those tech requirements for certain buildings. Alright, here's the Imperial Guard. Let's see what they get. They get reduced production costs. Powerful manufacturing templates reduce the cost of all production. Costs of all buildings and units that can be purchased with planetary requisition are automatically reduced. That's cool. That means that anything that we build with our, any honor guard or any troops that we build for reinforcements are going to be cheaper for us to build with planetary requisition. That's a good bonus. That's something that can really help out early. Fleet March. Advanced road and transport systems allow for extremely fast movement within your own territories. Move up to 3 territories distance in your turn. Fleet March does not allow you to attack multiple times. That's cool. That means in one turn you can jump 3 spaces in your own area. That'll be a big deal whenever we've taken a lot of territory and we want to get from one territory to another one. Say if they take one, say if we take all of this right here and we jump to this planet and then someone jumps from this planet to our planet, we can run back really quickly if we have that ability. We are almost done with this, but these things are really cool. Troop recovery. Troops and vehicle emergency transportation device allow some damaged or isolated forces to be recovered after the battle. Some honor guard and garrison units will be recovered after each battle. Oh, well, that's cool. So if you lose garrison units or if you lose honor guard units, you have to repurchase them. This gives you a chance that they don't, which is cool. The Necrons actually have really cool abilities that allow for their units to come back to life after they've been killed, which is pretty nifty. Let's see, the Dark Eldar. Sorry, no, this is Chaos. Dark Eldar are up here. Chaos. Ignore supply lines. Benefit from a peculiar artifact of the Warp Storm, allowing only you to establish safe supply lines to your stronghold. Supply lines cannot be broken. Collect all planetary requisitions from all territories. Eliminates need to defend many previously conquered territories. Huh. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I want to keep my territories, but that's cool. That means that you, I guess, have a supply line. I didn't even realize that. So, say if I'm down here in this system, and I've got this system and this system, there's my stronghold. That's my connection right there. And then, say the Dark Eldar come back and they take this back from me, I wouldn't be able to get any of what I have past this point because my supply line would be messed up. So this ability right here would allow me to ignore those supply lines. That's pretty cool, I guess. I don't really know how great that's going to be. My general attitude about this is whenever I capture a point, make it to where I can't lose it. Ancient Gate Rating. Possessing the modified Lucane Ancient Gate allows you to travel freely between all the gates, ignoring pre-programmed pathways. You are automatically able to travel from any ancient gate to any other. You must still conquer the destination territory if you do not already own it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. And there's a gate on their moon as well. I mean, that makes sense, but that means that if you take their stronghold, and say if I just work my way down and decide to take this planet first, well, from here, I can teleport to here, and I can teleport to here, but I can't teleport to here. I would have to go from here to there. Well, from here I can teleport up here. From here I can teleport over here. I can go from Ancient Gateway to Ancient Gateway without any worries whatsoever. So that's a pretty cool ability. Overall, I think that these two, I'm going to go ahead and just take these two. None of these abilities are OP. Actually, I think the Tau one might actually be the least powerful one. I could be wrong about that. I'm sure there's some expert out there that can tell me some statistics and tell me which one's actually the best one. But to me, the Space Marines is the best, because if I can go into battle with like 4 or 5 units of dudes, I can use all my starting requisition to boost them and just walk to the opponent's base and kill them before they can do anything. So I think what we're going to do is take out the Orcs first, then take out the Space Marines, have this whole planet to ourselves, and then from there we'll strike out to one of these other planets. So I think that's going to be all for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and I thank you very much for watching. I know you guys are probably going to get tired of hearing me say this, but it's important. Our equipment is kind of crappy, and I apologize for any kind of issues with video or any kind of laggy looking stuff. We are working on trying to upgrade to better computers, better software, and better microphones. If you hear really random stuff in the background, I live in an apartment with 3 other people, so it is kind of noisy from time to time, although they are very respectful, and I do thank them a lot for that. And I thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in donating any money to helping us get our YouTube channel like off the ground to a great start, we will have a PayPal account down at the bottom of the page that you can make a donation to. Also, hit that subscribe button. We love having subscribers, and leave us a comment if you have any legitimate questions. We will be ignoring trolls, so if we deem your question trollish in nature, you probably won't hear from us, but we will be trying to respond to as many people's comments as we can. Thank you very much again for watching, and we hope you have a wonderful night.